Dramatic news from Wolfpack. What is this? Well, let me tell you. First, you might remember me talking about how in California we had a great resolution that would call for a constitutional convention where we can get money out of politics. We're really happy with the people who sponsored it, and it was going fairly well. It ran into some roadblocks last year because you know why? When you try something hard, it turns out there's roadblocks, okay? And then what's the correct answer when you run into one of those? If you said, go home, curl under your couch in fetal position, and eat some Cheetos, that was the incorrect answer. The correct answer is the one that Wolfpack gave, where we said, you know what? Let's rally. Let's do this again. So this year we pushed for it to be introduced again. Now, you got to understand something. Our state leader in California is a volunteer, Allison Horst, okay? She's not a lobbyist. She's not a professional politician. You know what she is? She's a teacher. Like a school teacher that your kids go. You got to understand something. All of our volunteers in California are not lobbyists. They're not paid. They're regular folks. You think it's like, well, I mean, I can't do that. You need some professionals. None of them were quote unquote professionals, and thank God for that, okay? No, you can do it. They did it in California. Okay, I want to give a shout out also to Will Yate, who did a great job there as one of the volunteers. Okay, so what happened? Well, sponsor's great, we're running into some roadblocks, but we make a ton of calls. We reach out to the California Senate, we reach out to the California House, and at one point we leave a message. And they said, well, they don't really want the message. It's obvious, right? But in the message, we say, oh, we're calling from Wolfpack. Get a call back in 2 minutes. You know why? Because they know we're coming. Reintroduced. Did it pass? In the House, we still have the Senate. 51-20.
Our seatbelts look down! Our seatbelts look down!
By well over a 2-1 margin. I'm looking at 2.5-1. That's what I'm looking at, okay? Passed the House easily the day it was introduced. When you see a roadblock, that's not impeding your progress. You step on it so that it's a stepping stone. Oh. I love our volunteers at Wolfpack. They are tenacious. And you know what one of them said? And in fact, it was Allison, the teacher. She said that when she saw that vote and she saw that they had an effect, they're regular people that had an effect, she said, oh, it feels good to take the power back. Remember, in a democracy, the power is supposed to be ours, the voters, the citizens, and it hasn't been that way in so long. Oh, you got to be part of this, man. When you feel that power and you see that you actually can make a difference, there's no better feeling in the world. So, look, we need your help in California. We passed the House. We got to pass the Senate. If we pass the Senate, it's going to be the first one on the board. And the thing in the House happened so quickly, got introduced and passed the same day, that right now, any day, it can get past this committee that it's in the Senate, the Rules Committee, and then you could be a part of that. How freaking cool is that? And then we put the first state up on the board. Now, all across the country, 10 different states have introduced the resolution, okay? We've got 40 different state leaders. We're coming, okay? We're coming. But it'd be great to put that first one on the board. And in the Northeast, if you live in the Northeast, well, we've got a lot of momentum there, and we need you. In New York, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. Those are not theoretical states that I'm just listing out. Those are real states that we've got resolutions in and that we need volunteers. Because those volunteers making the calls in those states, actual citizens of those states, makes a giant difference. That's what we've seen. We lost democracy at the national level, but we have it at the state level, and it's an awesome feeling. Look, I talked to somebody in New Hampshire when I went up there to do that 18-mile walk, right? And a woman came up, and she was understandably skeptical. She's like, she's like, look, I'm a progressive, and every year these groups come in, they go out, they say they're going to do something, and they never do anything. And people give good answers to her. Oh no, you got to buck up. Hey, you got to make sure. Da. I said, no. We're Wolfpack. We're going to prove it to you. We have the right plan. We're going to show you how the plan works. And the plan is going to work like it did in California. And then you're going to join Wolfpack. Guess what? I got a call yesterday. She joined Wolfpack. Take the power back, man. It feels good. Jon Stewart did an interview the other day with Nancy Pelosi. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it, okay? He asked her about the #1 issue in the country, money in politics. What are you doing to get it out? Blah, 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 blah. The answers were honestly horrible. It was almost embarrassing to watch. And she's like, no, it's mainly the Republicans, it's not the Democrats, and Jon Stewart wasn't having any of it. No. At the national level, it's not that the people are bad. It's that the system has been completely corrupted. That's what Jon Stewart said. He's absolutely right. There was huge ovation from the crowd because they know it. We all know it. Now, wouldn't it be great to do something about it? That's what we're in the middle of doing now. So you got to join us, man. If you don't have any time, all right, fine. Become a member. At least give $10 a month. You know you can do that. Then you're part of the solution. You know you did something. But become a volunteer in these states. You look, our director of organizing, Mike Mineta, says he gets calls all the time when he's talking to people. They say, oh, we're too busy. Yeah, I know, dude. We're all busy. We're all incredibly busy. I do this show. I run the network. I work on this on the weekends. You got time to make a couple of calls. And the thing is, once you make the calls, you're nervous in the beginning. You're unsure because you haven't done it before. But then when your state rep actually calls you back, when you have lunch with your state senator, because that's actually what happens. It's happened all across the country. You're like, damn. And it feels like, hey, democracy is a living, breathing thing, and I'm a part of it, and I can bring that change. It's an awesome feeling. wolf-pack.com, wolf-pack.com. You gotta go. You gotta get in on this thing before we win already.